colors can be very intimidating even for seasoned designers. So I decided to demystify how do you actually create a color scheme in Figma for your design system, because every design system needs to have a library of colors. And when you look at all these publicly open design systems, such as for example Microsoft or Shopify or whatever, they have a gazillion of colors, right? And then you're thinking, but how did I manage to do all of that? It's a lot of manual work, and it seems that you really need to know what you're doing in order to create one. Well, I will break the process for you in a very simple way in this tutorial, and trust me, it's not that hard. Fear not, we will master colors in this tutorial. Let's fire up Figma and see how do we do a color scheme for a design system. So let's start by opening blank canvas in Figma. Let's put a rectangle over here, or any other element that can have a fill. And let's turn it to, let's say, purple. Yeah, that's solid. And you will most likely have hex option over here activated, but you want to open HSL, which stands for hue, saturation, and luma. And with these values, you can actually create your color scheme quite easily. First one stands for your color, your hue. So if you would, for example, use your arrows, you would actually get new color over here. And then this one is saturation. So if you reduce it, you will have more gray. And if you up it until 100, you will have more saturated color. And on 100, it's fully saturated. I'm gonna stick to fully saturated for this video. And this is the most important number for you here because it dictates brightness. And, if I move it, you can see that you're getting colors for your color palette for your design system. So different steps of same color. So let's start with, let's say 60. Okay, and I'm gonna duplicate this rectangle. Let's open it again. Let's press Shift and arrow up to get a little bit brighter color, a little bit more brighter, and one more. If you put 100, it will become white, and you don't want to do that. And next thing I like to do is activate my sort layers plugin to make sure they are positioned correctly. And then I will rename them purple and then descending. But what I like to do is put 0 in the end. So we get like tens over here. I think it's much nicer to work with that than 0, 1, 0, 2, and so on. And then next step would be to select everything, run styler plugin, and then you get styles. So as you can see, these styles reflect what we have here. And we just created our first color palette for purple, and this is perfectly suitable for any design system. And you can decide how many steps of purple you want to have. And this is pretty much how you do it manually. That's all you need to know. You just repeat the process for every other color in your design system and you will have it. Next, what I want to show you, it's a little sneak peek of my new plugin. So I always figured working with colors is tedious, so I wanted to automate that. So let's say we have some other color over here. Let's maybe take some blue. And I made a plugin that does the same thing, but also for, let's say, dark theme. So I'm going to activate my plugin. You can decide how many colors you want to have. I want to have, let's say, 10. And for dark mode, let's put 40 as minimal opacity, 40%, make scale, and that's it. Don't mind this. This is something from some previous stuff. Anyways, you got this beautiful scale of blues and also blues with opacity, which you can use for your dark scheme. It works the same as I showed you before. Make sure that they are positioned on y-axis. Let's do that for this as well. And then you select. You can rename it to light, and then blue, and then descending, and then last n will be 0, and then rename. And now you have your colors, and this is for dark, blue, descending, and rename. And then all of this, generate styles. And literally in a couple of minutes, you just created light and dark scheme for blue color. And, you know, if you have 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever number of colors in your design system, it's pretty much 10 minutes of clicking around and you have it and you're done. You don't have to mess manually with anything. And it's just beautiful. It works. So if you want me to publish this a little bit faster, I encourage you to check the description of this video and maybe consider like buying me a coffee. That would be very nice. Then I would see that people really want to have this plugin published, so it's not working in vain or just for me. And that's pretty much all I have to say about color in this video. As you can see, it's not so, it's not such a monster. It's quite simple actually when you know what you're doing around Figma, and I hope this tutorial will help you in finally cracking color theory and how to make colors for your design system. Consider subscribing. Let's grow this community together, and until next time, Chowski.